The floodgates have opened and Season 3 has been officially revealed to us via a roadmap and a blog post from Call of Duty themselves. So far, it looks much more jam-packed than what we have with Season 2, which is definitely a good start, but today we're going to break down everything you need to know here in relation to what's coming as of this week with Season 3's launch and a little further beyond in season. As we go along, let me know your thoughts down below. What are you looking forward to the most? Do you like what you see so far in Season 3? Whatever it is, feel free to let me know. As well, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like down below, and of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Season 3. A ton of stuff is going to be here on the channel you won't want to miss, so stick it here if you guys are new, and if you want to join us on the road to 400,000 subscribers, I'd love to have you in the community. But that said, let's jump into what's on hand. So to start with the roadmap, like we said, this thing is looking good if you ask me. Detailed for Season 3 is a ton of different content here across multiplayer, zombies, and even Warzone as well, with front and center the brand new operator of Wraith being that main character that we end up seeing for the marketing of Season 3. This actually was leaked a couple of days ago. I'm really curious how that leaked out, but regardless, it is confirmed here now that that is who we have as that main operator for the Battle Pass. But we end up seeing in multiplayer, firstly, this is a drastic change up in terms of what we saw as of last season. Right off the bat here, we see listed 4 multiplayer maps, 3 of which in 6v6 format, 2 of which coming at launch, those being Yamantau and Diesel as 6v6 maps, though Diesel also will have a 2v2 gunfight variation as well, both of these being taken from the campaign in specific missions there. Then we'll have in-season Standoff coming as another 6v6 map, another remake or reimagination or remaster, however you want to call it there with that. And then we have Duga coming in the multi-team fashion in season as well. That being for your things like Fire Team, and also then for those larger scale modes like multi-team Hardpoint, which was in Season 2 for a brief period. Duga was actually one of the ones though that we knew of as of last week because it was something that was teased by Treyarch for the Outbreak region, which we'll get to in a second. But for multiplayer, continuing on a little further, we'll have Sticks and Stones as well as multi-team elimination coming in season as well. A new score streak is coming along with this season as well, that being the Strafe Run, which is the Strafe Run from previous games that we've seen before. I imagine it's going to act in a very similar, if not identical fashion to, say, the Black Ops 2 Strafe Run. But then jumping over to zombies, we end up seeing that, of course, Duga is confirmed there as well, taking that multi-team map and then putting it over into the Outbreak region as well, allowing you to play with zombies there. Then we'll see a new field upgrade of the Toxic Growth and new vehicles in Outbreak for the cargo truck and FAV. Apparently more intel is going to be coming, and interestingly enough though, there isn't anything mentioned about the Easter eggs coming that were said to be coming within this season, but nothing on this roadmap to confirm that. So maybe take that with a grain of salt. It might be something that may have gotten pushed back, but it also still likely could be coming as of this season. We just don't know yet at the moment. Outside of that, we ended up seeing some more information on the weapons and operators, and again, it's a decent season in terms of weaponry. We have the PPSH and the Swiss K31 coming at launch here within the Battle Pass of Tier 15 and 31, and then in season we'll get the Carve 2 and Amp 63, both being reimaginations of what looks like the G11, though this kind of looks like a futuristic version of the G11 rather than something set in the 80s, and then the Amp 63 being what looks like the PM63 from Black Ops 1. Then we'll have in season also the Ballistic Knife coming also to Warzone, and then the Baseball Bat as well. On the operator side of things, this is where it gets kind of interesting because we have our 3 specific ones to Black Ops Cold War, Wraith of course being that one that we end up seeing in the Battle Pass that is the main key art and focal point here for Season 3. Then we also have Knight and Antonov in season. Both of those probably coming within bundles again as we normally see, but the one that's also interesting is that Captain Price is coming into Black Ops Cold War, and as detailed by this blog post, it's actually something that if you own Black Ops Cold War now, or you end up picking the game up during Season 3, you end up getting Price for absolutely no extra charge whatsoever. He's just there for you upon logging in. So interesting that we see that 4th operator given to us in that fashion, and that it's who it is, but that's what's detailed for the weapons and the operators. Of course, we end up getting new prestige levels as well, and then interestingly enough here, we end up seeing 3 big things that really stand out to me in terms of Warzone and potentially Warzone, but Warzone is detailed as a Warzone map update, along with a new Warzone event, the Hunt for Adler. Now, the map update isn't detailed in any other way outside of this roadmap. The blog post doesn't really go into any detail, but the Hunt for Adler is going to be that starting season event that we end up having, that being where we have the objectives of trying to find certain things around Warzone and Black Ops Cold War, and if you end up completing it, you end up getting an exclusive outfit for Adler. But the thing that really strikes me here is that off in the right corner, kind of tucked away there, that honestly I didn't see it first until I started examining it further, was the mention of a mid-season event. that could be something that may end up seeing the complete changeover of Warzone with the mid-season event. As right now, we still have those corruption zones growing within Warzone. There's more contamination, but it doesn't seem like anything has changed over drastically just yet. And just yet may be that key factor. Maybe Season 3 is something that details this further, but we do have a mid-season event of some kind listed right up front here with this marketing. So the roadmap, by all accounts, looks pretty cool if you ask me. It details quite a bit, and honestly, when we take a look at the blog, a lot of it is covered by what is just seen in that glance at the roadmap, but there does provide some extra information as well that we can talk about. Such things including now that hunt to Prestige 15, which the 4 new prestiges introduced this season do actually look pretty awesome if you ask me. But of course, you'll end up getting that rank reset down to the prestige that you ended up capping out at this past season, where whenever you hit level 50, you move on to a new prestige, you get an emblem, prestige key, a weapon blueprint for the season, and a battle pass tier skip. Level 100, you get all of that again without the weapon blueprint, same with 150, and then at level 190 all your seasonal challenges are unlocked, and by level 200 you are that master prestige at that point, to which then you can go on and earn up to level 1000 during the season, with new rewards likely being introduced into the prestige shop as well. The blog post did also mention that there is going to be new onslaught content for PlayStation players, in which you can end up going through the gauntlets on the new Yamantau map at launch, then standoff during mid-season, and a limited time mode coming throughout Season 3 at some point as well that was detailed. Multi-team elimination is something that is detailed in this blog post a little further as well, where multiple teams of 4 will fight to survive the ever-expanding radiation zones. Redeploys will be limited and loadouts will be restricted, so teams will need to scavenge for weapons, score streaks, armor, redeploy tokens, and more, and emerge as the last team standing, or that first squad to the exfil chopper in the final zone to achieve victory. So if you ask me, this kind of sounds like a Black Ops Cold War variation of Warzone, where you have to escape that gas, but also take down enemy operators as well. So maybe this is making the best of that situation where players have been recently calling for a Blackout 2.0, given that we saw that was scrapped. And maybe this is now finally something that allows them to do that in a fashion within Black Ops Cold War and utilizing what presumably is that world that was made for a follow-up to Blackout. So pretty cool to see that introduced as well. But talking about Warzone itself, again, kind of detailing a little further, they gave us more information as to the background, the universe, the lore, and what's happening within Verdansk and with our T1 operators of Armistice Central Command, but they didn't actually give you any details outside of what was pertaining to a new map like the roadmap detailed, which is interesting because it says Verdansk is about to heat up in a big way. The situation in Verdansk has hit a critical level. It seems the combat zone has become too dangerous for even our tier 1 operators to survive in. Is the conflagration imminent? That answer is still unknown, though it is recommended you clear your schedule for the week and ready yourself for the crescendo of utter chaos within the war zone. Be certain you're available for Operation Rapid Sunder throughout Wednesday, April 21st and beyond. And that hints at more teasers coming throughout the week here, but there's some really key important wording here at this. Verdansk is about to heat up in a big way. Conflagration, a firestorm, and also culminating in Operation Rapid Sunder on Wednesday, April 21st. So definitely something is big, and of course, with that new map change teased in the roadmap, definitely looking forward to seeing what comes of this. But anyways, outside of that, the only other real thing this blog detailed that was not seen with the roadmap was the update time and the update file sizes. First things first, Season 3's update will be available for Black Ops Cold War on April 20th at 9 p.m. Pacific time, 12 Eastern or midnight, then 5 a.m. in the UK, and Warzone will be available on April 21st at 9 p.m. Pacific time a day later. So same time this time around, instead of a 2-hour discrepancy between the updates like we saw with the mid-season update, I think it was, for Season 2, but Black Ops Cold War's update coming as of tomorrow night into Wednesday, whereas Warzone will be Wednesday into Thursday. So that'll be interesting here to see if that's something that's all time gated for Thursday, or if it's something that actually starts out with some of those things in Black Ops Cold War bleeding into the live environment before the content itself is released. As for the update sizes for Black Ops Cold War first, for PlayStation 5 it's going to be 12.3 gigabytes, PlayStation 4 8.1 gigabytes, Xbox Series X and Series S 11.6, Xbox One 8.3, and PC 13.1 gigabytes. For Warzone it's going to be a little bit larger here, probably because there's a lot more stuff that we don't know of just yet, but for PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 it's 25.6 gigabytes, Xbox Series X and S 25.9, Xbox One again 25.9, and then PC 25.2 gigabytes. So right now we've had a ton of stuff detailed here for us in relation to Season 3 and what is coming as of this week. and man, oh man, I am looking forward to it. So it seems like this week is going to be heating up quite a bit, but in the meantime, that's where we're going to wrap it up. I'd love to get your thoughts and feedback down there in the comment section down below. What do you guys think of Season 3's reveal here so far? Do you like what you see so far? Are you a little underwhelmed? Whatever it is, feel free to let me know your thoughts down below. But hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you drop a like down below. And of course, if you want to stay up to date with all things Season 3 related and everything to come afterwards, hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. If you guys also follow me over on Twitter and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected outside of YouTube. I live on both those. If you guys want to share up a conversation, ask me a question, whatever it may be, that link is down there in the description below. That said, thanks so much for watching. My name is Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care and peace.